Hey guys, good morning. So today I want to talk to you about how to keep your milk supply up while breastfeeding. This is so important, guys, to talk about because a lot of us may think, oh my god, there's something wrong with me, I'm not producing enough milk. Well, let me tell you, producing milk takes work, and I'm going to tell you a couple of tips that you can do that I've learned along the way to keep up your milk supply. So if you want to know how to keep up your milk supply, stay tuned. Alright guys, so keeping up your milk supply actually starts with your breakfast, right? You have to eat the right foods if you want to have a good milk supply. So the key here is protein. I'm eating scrambled eggs right now, but I could have had a piece of cheese, a slice of cheese. I could have had some milk. I could have had some meat. Any kind of meat is really good source of protein. You can also have nuts, but my favorite one is eggs, scrambled eggs, so I'm going to be having that for sure. And the second thing that I'm going to have is grapes, because it's always really good to eat fruit first thing in the morning. These are packed with antioxidants, which are very good for your health and for the health of your baby. And finally, I'm going to be having a glass of orange juice, not only because it is winter time and I do not want to get sick, but also because you need a ton of liquid in order for you to produce milk. If you do not take in any liquids, you cannot release any liquids. So it's just a matter of logic, right? If you're not taking in anything liquid, you cannot produce any milk. So make sure that you keep yourself hydrated either with juice or with water. Alright guys, so the second most important thing after the food that you're putting in your body is that you have to be consistent with what you're doing, right? If you want to be able to feed your baby as many times as they need, you need to be able to feed them or pump or do something like extract milk from your body as many times as your baby is hungry. So babies at the beginning, they eat every 2 hours, right? If you do not feel like feeding them every 2 hours, you need to pump in between. You cannot feed them at 2 and then don't feed them until 6 and expect your body to keep producing milk. Your body is going to learn how to produce milk based on what you're doing with your body. So let's say your baby eats at 2, at 4, at 6, and at 8. You have to either feed your baby or pump at 2 or 4, at 6, and or 8. Otherwise, your body's going to think that your baby only needs food at 2 and at 6, or at the times that you're feeding your baby or that you're pumping your milk. So it's going to get confused. Your body's going to get confused and it's not going to produce enough milk to feed your child. And that's a no-no, especially in the first few months when your body is like trying to get used to what your baby needs. So my third recommendation is to do skin to skin with your baby. When you feed your baby, just try to keep your shirt off and try to keep your baby's onesie off. Like just feed her or him in diapers or like whatever, naked, it doesn't matter. But try to get your skin and their skin close together, because apparently that releases like a hormone in your body and that helps with milk production, which is awesome. I've actually tried it because I suffer from like low milk supply, and having my baby skin to skin with me while I breastfeed him is really important. Like I feel like I produce a lot more milk that way. So another thing that is super important and that you need to do no matter what is to always have a bottle of water with you, and have it in like a container that you actually like and that you actually like drinking from, because it's gonna make the likelihood of you using this container and drinking this water like higher, because the more you like the bottle in which you have your water, the more likely you're gonna be drinking it. I don't know why, like I read some research about it and it actually has been working. Like I used to have a bottle of water, like the kind that has a straw, and I hated that bottle. I never drank from it. So ever since I got this bottle that actually has like a wide opening and like it's metal and it keeps my water cold, I drink from it all the time. And as I told you before, with the juice, the more fluids you take into your body, the more fluids that you're going to produce. So make sure you stay super hydrated. So what I usually do is, aside from having always my bottle of water, I drink a bottle of water before I breastfeed or while I'm breastfeeding, and then I drink another bottle of water when I'm done breastfeeding. So I don't drink this whole bottle, I drink one of these. So it's kind of the same thing. So just make sure that you're drinking water before, after breastfeeding, and every time you remember in between. Another super important thing to do, guys, is to have snacks everywhere. So whatever it is that you guys usually breastfeed at, just have snacks, and don't just have any snacks. Don't have like Cheetos and like potato chips and stuff. Have healthy snacks that have protein, because that's what's gonna help you produce a lot of milk. So I usually have like some sort of nut. Like right now, I have walnuts. I have walnuts, and I have an apple. And let me show you where I usually breastfeed, and let me show you where I keep my snacks. So this is my favorite place to breastfeed, this couch, because it's really long and it's like really comfy, and I have a table right there so I can put my feet. And of course I have a cord so that I can plug in my phone, otherwise it would run out really quickly and I would be miserable. And hidden behind my Christmas tree is my stash of snacks. So here's my apple, and here are my walnuts. So whenever I'm breastfeeding, I can just be like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna have an apple. And I don't have to go all the way to the kitchen, because if I get hungry when I'm breastfeeding, I have to eat, otherwise I'm not gonna be producing any milk. Now guys, I do have a secret weapon for when everything else fails. Like if you have done everything that you're supposed to and you're still not producing milk, I have the ultimate secret weapon. Is this cookie recipe. They're called oatmeal chocolate chip cookies. They're awesome, they're delicious. They're like, they make you gain a pound a day, but like if you want to breastfeed and that's your ultimate goal, that's what you have to do. Like you don't have to eat them every day, but like whenever you feel like your production is diminishing, it's going down, just go ahead and like eat 5 of them, or like eat them for breakfast or something like that. I'm going to be leaving the recipe down below in my description, so definitely give them a try, because not only are they delicious, but they also like increase your production by a ton. And my last recommendation is do not freak out. Like try to chill out, try to not think about it, because being concerned, being worried, being like not chill about your milk production is going to make you get stressed out. And by being stressed out, like you're just gonna like decrease your milk production, because I read somewhere that stress levels, like as your stress level goes up, your milk production goes down. So try to stay like chill, zen, like super calm, super like just whatever about it, because if you produce, you produce. If you don't produce, you don't produce. There's, aside from the steps that I've told you, like aside from the tips that I've given you, there's not a lot that you can do about it. So if you are not producing enough milk and you're doing everything that you're supposed to, there's always formula. So that's my last recommendation. Don't stress too much about it, because you're gonna put your mental health at risk, and that's not good for you, and that's not good for your baby. So I hope you guys like this video. I made it thinking about you and with all my love, and I really hope that I could give you some useful advice. So thank you guys for watching again, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.